From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 5-yard line.
From the 5 now, second and a yard. Now it's Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 17, Bears 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at the 30.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back, it's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And one play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Gain of 8 yards.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 49 yards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears draw a bit closer. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Carson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Wilson on second down. It's caught. Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Their own 5-yard
You
line.
hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Here's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Switch.
again with Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop tell me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Tariq Cohen, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Party going up. A champ with the push. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead. Touchdown like that, like work the middle, 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 work the flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my for the whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 66 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there, but they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's 31-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. It's a pickup of 6. 1st down, Seattle. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
7. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Pass
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And now running right through it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Brady to throw again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Brady, fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try the left side. Carson, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
3 down. 45 is the mark. 14, got it. Get that ball. Rush in.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
45, 45. Mike, 45. I got you. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch QB Joe.
Third and long. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
54.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Still churning. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. That can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
21.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 15.
Push him back. 45.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there. 54.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady going deep this time for Miller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go, come on!
Brady's pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be true. Too quick. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mike Edwards picks it off.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
And on the ground after the last 2 drives, ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught. Lockett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it with Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 13.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
With the score.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Complete.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got Evans. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Number 13.
Mike Evans. 73 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, Wilson. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
45, 14.
Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Brady going to throw. Steps away to his left. This one complete to Scott Miller. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll give Fournette another crack. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Go 14.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light ear just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up in
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. Check. Watch 54. I don't think you get
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Fournette on the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Check it, reload. Get away. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. No, cover.
A shotgun give to Fournette, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. $16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
To Chris Carson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now a give right side. Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Carson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
J. Don Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Fournette running out of the gun. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A handoff to Fournette. Always got some breathing room. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 53 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll run on first down. Carson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Mickens to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
At the 47.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And incomplete on a deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
To Tyler Lockett.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Buccaneers 7. Jason Myers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Buccaneers 7. Jason Myers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 31, Brady airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 7.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Carson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. That's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. Here's a give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Leonard Fournette. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drop.
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And some room to roam now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Now it's Carson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Gain of 2 yards.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. He's got the hook up to Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Carson, the 1st down and more. 30, 20, 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 64 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's caught. It's Miller. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
No, tick. Sugar.
Free to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Carson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I got me.
Hit one and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. One to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look.
Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say up, so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere.